Hello and welcome or welcome back. Today we're just going to be playing some more Killing Floor 1 and just talking about stuff. So, yeah, I'll stop rambling and we'll get right into it. Yeah. This place is a little different. Thanks for chilling, by the way. As always, I figured it's about that time of year. Yeah, it's Christmas in July, damn it. That was pretty cool, actually. That just went boom. So yeah, we're just, business as usual, but, Christmas. I don't know. I'd always thought that it was funny. It always reminds me of what's his name? Damn it, he's famous. He's the guy in Zohan. You remember the movie? You don't mess with the Zohan. And there was at the end of the movie there were the rednecks that were gonna mess up the mall and everything, and then blame it on tourists. You know? Yeah, that guy. He's talking on the phone with Totoro, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, it makes me feel like Christmas in July," and I'm like, "That's fucking funny." I have a fucking retarded sense of humor, but I'm sure you guys know that one already. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and then we also got just a couple of weeks here. What's the date today? Is it the 7th? And what is it? Damn it, the 24th, right? The July 24th. Hell yeah. Sorry, normal mindset and everything. Regular viewers will know. But yeah, no, that's gonna be fucking awesome, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I know that there's mixed feelings on it. I know that. I know that. Believe me, I have my criticisms, and if you've watched me longer than I don't know this video, go back and watch some of the stuff that I've talked about. Ooh, Killing Floor 3, and you'll know my real feelings. I'm just like so sick of I haven't been hyped for a game in a minute. God damn it, this fucking guys are gonna kill me. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh. Holy shit. I am terrible at this. He could just spam. Oh my god, long weekend. That husk almost ended my ass. Oh my god, really? I don't know why. I'm like, oh, I do know why. I haven't really played anything all week. And I'm not the best, whoops, Killing Floor player anyway. Even though I have, like, I don't know, between the two games, maybe not quite 1,000 hours, but I don't know, maybe around there. I probably not. Anyway, yeah, Killing Floor 3, I don't know, yeah. I have my opinions on it. I know it's not going to be perfect. It's honestly, like, not really what I would have wanted, but, just make the best of it, right? It's better than what it was. Well, it looks better than what the beta showed, but we'll see. And then don't worry, I do have something to talk about. I'm not going to just be rambling about KF3, but like half-assedly rambling about KF3. Oh, it's kind of just the way it is over here, though. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan. There's a couple of things I'm not a fan of. Like, I think that the firebug definitely needs TLC. Some of the stuff's just kind of odd. Like, you see that the fire is, like, dismembering and all this other stuff that just doesn't make sense. I thought I saw a stalker. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, here you are, bastard. He's gonna do it again. That pass, he almost fucking ended me. Oh shit. Yeah, once you get the Saiga. And then what's the one of, there's another one that's just better. It's like game over. This thing's so good. Anyway. I had something I was gonna say. More like one more thing about KF3, but now I just can't remember. Hopefully, if everything goes well, I will be playing it fucking day one. That'd be nice. I don't really have a great computer, but you know, there's ways around that. You know, if you want to play, like, you know, if you want to play it and you got a decent enough computer, like, just get GeForce Now, and even the free version, like, yeah, you have to wait, but it's way better than nothing, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm possibly going to be upgrading this year at some point, so I don't want to, like, waste any sort of money, you know, on, like, paying for a premium membership or whatever for GeForce and all this stuff. So, because like I just don't want to waste the money, you know. I don't have that money. I'm not that level, you know. I mean, I wish I were that level, right? Let's get me to that like stupid money level. No, I'm kidding, guys. No. Let's make me the next PewDiePie so I could just buy stuff for content. I'm kidding. I'd love that, but I'm kidding. And then again, if all goes well, because well, you know, I don't know. I have like no gaming budget. A buddy in the Discord, he's a good dude. Join the Discord, by the way. You know, it's a good play. There should be a description in the description, a link in the description. If you're interested, everybody there's awesome. You know, I don't know. It's small but mighty. There's a few people in there. We got like 10 people or whatever. I don't know. They're all really cool. I keep track because you know I get along with everybody. They're all good people. Anyway. Yeah, buddy there he said he was good. Because my shit's just non-existent, man. It's so hard for me to fucking push anything for a game and then justify it. Like, I'll spend... Last time I did it, I spent, like, I don't know, $30 on a game, and I was just like, God damn it. I could have used... Like, my daughter could have used that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't have that kind of cash. But anyway, yeah, thanks to him. He's a good dude. He's a good friend. He's been around since the beta. He was somebody that I entrapped by tagging Killing Floor 3 in a video. When I wasn't playing Killing Floor 3, I was talking about it. It's funny though. I remember when I met him. He popped into the Discord. Me and somebody were playing. Me and another guy were playing KF2, I think. And then he pops in, and we just start talking, and he was just like, "Yeah, you tagged KF3 and yada yada this stuff." And I started laughing. I'm like, "It worked." Clickbait worked. I mean, it wasn't complete bait. I was talking about it, giving my opinion as a Killing Floor player. Yeah, enough of that. Yeah, there's a stress test coming up this week. Woo, to see if like their servers can handle it. So that's cool. I don't really know what else to say to that. That's nice. Hopefully their servers can handle it. That's all I gotta say. Because I probably won't be able to play that, but I'll definitely be watching it. Oh no. I pissed the bitch off. There we go. Yeah. So like since last week, I watched what is it, The Mortician, for you know, a documentary, something different. I like documentaries, but I watched there's a documentary on YouTube. If I remember, I will put it in the description. I'll put the link in the description. Where it's George Romero. You know George Romero of the Dead franchise. Thought something was behind me in real life. His connection to Resident Evil and like the movie, the original, like before the Mila Jovovich, whatever, Paul W.S. Anderson, whatever. You know what I mean? It was George Romero, the guy that did all the Dead movies, Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, then Day of the Dead, and then obviously, you know, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, and Survival of the Dead. Oh, cool. The Flesh Clown. Yeah, but I don't know. I remember back in the day, like way back in the day. I mean, if you've been around long enough, you remember the talks of Romero and Resident Evil, because he did that live action. Oh my God. He did a live action, throw some fucking grenades. Oh my God. A live action trailer for Resident Evil 2. that was really cool. So they were like, okay, well, what about a movie? And people were thinking movie, right? But I'm not gonna like get into like all the stuff. If like honestly, watch the documentary. It's very good. I'll put it in the description. But I'll like obviously talk a bit about it, get you interested in it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll make you not want to watch it. This guy sounds like an idiot. I don't know. It'll make me stupid like him. Um, yeah. So I mean, it kind of just starts out. It just goes through the roots of why Resident Evil even became a thing, right? It's that game Sweet Home, which was based on a movie, and it was for I believe it's the Nintendo Entertainment System, the first one, the NES. And it was like a top-down NES game, right? Ooh, shit. Yeah, Sweet Home was it's a horror video game, old school, based on a Japanese movie. I think it's like people going through a house or a mansion or something like that, solving puzzles while there's all sorts of like monstrosities or whatever you want to call it, like deformed people or I don't really know, monsters, whatever. And technology just wasn't there. The guy made the game, he was happy but not happy with. From what I understand, like he was happy with the game but not happy with how it looked. Like he wanted it to be like more scary. This is just a top-down whatever game. What was cool about it though is that you have like a group of people, in your party or whatever, and that you can lose them. They can die throughout it or whatever. And I guess if you lose them all, you lose. But anyway, like that was what they were thinking. What at first was doing a Sweet Home game, but for PlayStation 1. And I guess it was really hard to get the rights because it's based on an existing IP, an existing movie. So they just made their own thing. Made a new thing, and they decided, what was our enemy going to be? They decided zombies, and then like they went through it and. It's not just zombies. There's going to be something lurking in the shadows. There's like a shadowy organization or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they did a good job with that. Like I think like by fleshing it out. I think that's pretty cool. They went like, okay, we'll do zombies, but it's not going to be so boring because it's not going to be just zombies. There's going to be like something controlling it. Yeah. Alright. He's gonna catch me. Yeah. Whoa. The sounds that just happened. Oh god. That was cool. Yeah, but I mean, like, and then also going to like I know I'm breezing through it a bit, but like I said, go and watch it. It's very good, very informative. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about George Romero a little bit, but I mean, I'm just thinking I want to do a whole video on that guy. He's one of my favorite horror directors. Like he definitely got me into the genre, like hooked to the genre. Like I already watched horror, obviously. I mean, I've talked about that at length, but I was also, introduced to him way young too, so yeah. I mean, Night of the Living Dead was on TV all the fucking time when I was a kid. Black and white. See, like the thing with him, is like not just his directing and whatever, like his innovation with horror and stuff like that, but like the storytelling that man did. He's a prime example of doing social commentary properly, in your movies, like instead of just being like ham-fisted in and characters just demanding to be accepted and all this other shit, like he wrote them to be very good and very strong, and like like a normal fucking human being, you know what I mean? I don't know. The gripe I have against modern writing is that they make everybody out to be a fucking victim. When you're not a fucking victim, all right? I don't care what you are. Like, unless you're obviously a victim, you know what I mean? But, like, not just perpetual bullshit. Like, it's crazy. Woo. Yeah, like, they want you scared. They want you hating each other because, like, it's easier for them to control that way. You know what I mean? But that's not what this is about. You want to hear about my conspiracy rants? Join the Discord. Anyway. Yeah, but anyway, the way that's tied into there with George and that is like, there was like one or two scripts written, because you know, like they'll write multiple scripts. Like the movie that you see that's not the first script for the movie, more than likely. Like I don't know, let's just use the first Resident Evil movie as an example, right? The Paul W.S. Anderson one. That probably wasn't the first version he wrote or had written. I don't even know. Did he write it? I can't remember. I should do a little bit more research. I know these things. I could not be fucked right now. It's easy. It's cool because, like, I don't know, you guys leave a comment correcting me or we start a conversation. I don't know. There you go. You know, it's kind of the whole thing. I'm not perfect. Content creators are not perfect. We don't know everything. And you shouldn't take our word for everything. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, back to opinions on horror movies and stuff. Ooh. But yeah, he was so there was a couple. Oh my God, I hate husks so goddamn much. Oh my God. Okay. Here, hold that. You didn't hold it. Anyway, I keep saying that. Anyway. What was I gonna say? Because these husks to be pissing me off. That's Pathfinder. Anyway, yeah, there was a couple of scripts written. They were alright. Like, I feel like he took, like, proper liberties. Oh my God. Oh, God. The proper liberties, like, he changed the things, you know, like, good things, I guess. I don't know. There's still a couple of things that I'm like, eh. Like, I remember hearing years ago about the Chris Redfield being Native American and not like a cop or a soldier or whatever, you know. Yeah, but when it came down to it, it was just creative differences. You know, like, it all boiled down to, like, him being too restricted, I think, if I remember right. God damn. They butt heads. They definitely did butt heads. Wasn't he right there? There he is. Yeah, there was a pipe bomb there. He ran right over it. It didn't do anything. You see it? It's right there. We got his ass, though. We got Santa Claus. There you go, buddy. Well, if you stuck around this long, I really appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. Watch that documentary. It's very good. Would Romero's have been, like, better than what we got? Yeah, probably. Would it have been great? As a zombie movie? Sure. Like, probably. As a Resident Evil movie? Probably. You know, when it comes down to, like, staying true to it and everything like that. But then it wouldn't have been nearly as big. And they explain why, and it makes a lot of sense. Pretty much, like, the short of it is, like, his script was brutal. Very, very gory. And that would have, like, really fucked things up with ratings. Like, if he would have gotten an adults only or rated X or whatever the fuck they do for movies, like, it would have died. The movie wouldn't have, it would have just been on the shelves, you know. It would have been straight to DVD, like, in the back section somewhere. It would have had a cult following, for sure. But it wouldn't have sold, more than likely. And it made them, when they said it like that, it made a fuck ton of sense. Because, like, George might have, like, toned it down a little bit, right? But because he himself even said, oh, they'll be like, oh, we keep an eye on director's cuts and all this stuff. I can't remember what the conversation was about, but I remember him saying that. So it's like he knows that, or he knew rather, because he passed RIP. He passed a few years ago, but or probably more than a few. I don't know. It feels like a few. Time goes by weird. But essentially, I don't think he would have I don't think he would have cut. I like, honestly, because if you cut too much of that out of his movies, it loses the impact. You know, if you've seen any of his movies, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'll stop ranting and rambling and let you get on with your day or night. If you would just please consider doing all the things that YouTube likes and that I appreciate very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. It really does mean the world to me. You have a good one, and I will catch you on the next one.